We got this nice little red squirrel. They've been coming into this building here. There's two of them. And we came in here this morning to grab something, and they were in here. And it took a team effort. I got Willow and Isaac and Elijah videoing me right now. These things are, you can see their teeth. Look at his teeth there. They launch onto you with them teeth, man. They can just tear into you, but they can be a nuisance. We're not gonna kill him or anything like that. In fact, what we're gonna do is we're hoping to relocate him. We're hoping to relocate him and move him on. But they found its way into the building and come in through these little, the smallest little crevices. And he comes in here and eats the goat feed and the corn and things like that. So this is just a phenomenal species that the Lord has created here. You can see its claws will tear up on you. Look at that thing's dug into my thumb right there. That's just how these things work. You gotta be careful whenever I was catching him. I mean, he didn't bite me. I mean, he got some claws in me there, but he didn't bite me or anything, but he was trying. And he latched onto my jeans. And hold that up the straightway. Latched onto my jeans. This one right here is a female. So it's probably with a male. It's probably a counterpart. Early on, they shouldn't be going to nest it or anything, but we're going to relocate this baby and let him try to find a place where he can actually live and find his food in the wild like he should and get him out of the damage of the building. Look at this. Man, so you see him digging in his claws in there. You can see it. Look at his red. That's one of the reasons it's called a red squirrel. They're real small. It's got this red streak. You want to pet its back? You want to pet it? Isaac, you want to pet it? Elijah, you want to reach out and pet it? So what we're going to do is, we got a little bucket here that we put all of our wild creatures in. These things have phenomenal climbing power too. They'll climb upside down, everything. And we just have to be really careful dealing with them because we don't want to get bit by those teeth. I've been bit before by a squirrel. So we're going to take him and turn him loose someplace where he can actually live and thrive, where he's not causing any damage, and be part of the valuable part of the ecosystem that the Lord created him to be. So, man, just a beautiful, beautiful red squirrel. It's probably a comedy show watching us catch this thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get this thing turned loose. All right, so you can see we have a little makeshift bucket here. This is our creature carrier that we put all of our stuff that we catch that we need to relocate in. So we're going to do that with this little squirrel here. We got to be quick because we don't want to bounce back out. These red squirrels are quick. No tracker. And we also don't want them coming to bite us. So yeah. There's a lively one. All right. So we're going to go relocate this thing and get him into a nice, safe habitat where he won't be causing any damage to anything, right? Woo! All right, we brought our little red squirrel here, as you can see, back to an area on our property that has a lot of hemlocks in it. Red squirrels actually love hemlocks. It's one of their food source, any kind of evergreen like this. There's also some oak trees that'll be able to sustain its diet as well. And we're going to turn it loose here. One of the neat things about red squirrels is that they breed in March through April, sometimes even into June, and then they will do it again in August and September. So we're not going to interfere with any of its breeding cycles by putting it here. It might already have babies, but it's got plenty of time to find other nesting areas. They like to nest in the ground, underneath rocks and logs. And one of the habits that is really fun to watch them do is actually they'll go and bury food and then watch a red squirrel bury food, and then they'll go and rob that food. So red squirrels will actually plant some food sources trying to deceive others to get there, to go and rob that so they don't bother their main food. But it's early in the spring like this. We got maples. They like eating in sugar maples. We got some of those around. And even mushrooms. They'll eat on some mushrooms. So I got my gloves on to pull him out this time because it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get him out than what it was to catch him in the building without him biting me. And these probably aren't near thick enough gloves. I'd probably recommend something like welder gloves if you're going to be handling any kind of squirrels. But see him in there? See if I can get him out of here real quick. Oh, there he goes.
There's his
So he'll go and he'll get established in these hemlocks here, in this wooded area here, really easily, and he's not going to be causing any damage. The alternative is whenever you got a problem with a red squirrel or another squirrel or any kind of varmint coming into your buildings, is you usually have to kill them. But we're trying to relocate these, and as you can see, man, that thing flew out of here. When we caught him, he actually tore off a little bit of the tip of his tail, just the fur part, which is something that happens whenever predators get him. And, so that'll actually grow back. His fur will grow back. And maybe we'll even come down here and hunt this year and be able to see him a couple times, won't we? Is that right, boys?
Daddy,
what?
When predators are trying to get rid of those, they just they'll just fall into the water.
Yep, sometimes.
Yeah.
Here's the other. You want to know something else that's neat about red squirrels?
What?
Guess what something else is they'll eat?
What?
Bird eggs.
Bird eggs.
So they eat nuts and berries and seeds and bird eggs. So they're so much a valuable part of the ecosystem, because not only do they help control some of the birds in the area, they also help eat seeds that are going to go to waste, so we don't get overgrown with a lot of seeds. But they also are a good source of food for animals such as fox and fisher, and any kind of bears might even eat one if they catch one, huh? Possums, there's a lot. Coyotes could eat them. But so they are a very valuable part of what God created in this ecosystem. Huh? Eagles eat them. Hawks eat them. So they are a good food source. And when you got a healthy, vibrant population of little red squirrels like that, you're probably going to have a good, healthy population of hawks, and which may not always be a good thing, but fox, anything like that. So you're going to see more animals. Pretty cool, huh? And that's how the Lord designed his entire system to work together. Yep.